The little bully. Do you know of any child who teases others or pushes them around? What would you call such a child? Let us go through the story and see how Hari, a little boy, troubles other children. The little bully. Once upon a time, not so very long ago, there was a small boy called Hari. Although he wasn't very big, he was strong, and he loved to tease all the boys and girls who went to school with him. What he loved to do most was to pinch. He could make a big bruise appear in half a second. Another trick he played was pricking people with a pin. So you can guess how all the children hated him. They tried pinching him back, but that was no good because he could always pinch harder. They did not like telling their teacher because that was telling tales. It so happened that the class went for a picnic to the seaside for a whole day. All the children were most excited. On that day, the sun shone bright and all the children were wild with excitement. They crowded into the train and sat down, but nobody wanted to sit next to Hari because he always pinched. When they arrived at the seaside, out jumped all the children with a shout of joy. Down to the sands they raced, hand in hand, but nobody took Hari's hand. Nobody went near him. Hari was angry. He went to a sandy corner near a rocky pool and sat down by himself. He took out his lunch and looked at it. It was a good lunch. There were 2 hard-boiled eggs, 6 jam sandwiches, 3 pieces of bread and butter, a ginger cake, and a bar of chocolate. He would eat it all by himself. He wouldn't offer anything to anyone. Just as he was beginning on the eggs, he heard a hoarse voice near him. "Good morning. I'm so pleased to meet a boy like you." Hari turned around and stared in fright. Whatever do you think he saw? He saw a monster crab walking sideways out of the pool. His eyes were on the ends of short stalks, and he looked most queer. He held out his front claw to Hari. Hari put out his hand to shake the crab's claw. But to his surprise and anger, the crab opened his pincers and nipped his hand so hard that the little boy yelled. "Ah, here's my good cousin," said the crab pleasantly, and to Hari's horror, he saw a large sandy lobster crawling heavily out of the pool. But before the little boy could stop him, the lobster took his hand in his great pincer-like claws and pinched it so hard that Hari yelled in pain. Then he stared at the pool in surprise, for out came sandy-colored shrimps and prawns, more crabs and another large lobster, and they pricked Hari till he was soon black and blue with their pinching. "Don't you like it?" said all the creatures in surprise. "Why, we were told you would love to see us because you were a champion pincher and pricker yourself. Come, join in the fun." Hari leapt to his feet crying loudly. His lunch rolled into the pool, and when the crabs and lobsters saw it, they ran to it and began to feast eagerly. Hari saw that they had forgotten him for a time, and he turned and ran for his life, tears streaming down his cheeks. "They only did to me what I keep doing to the other children," he thought. "But how it hurt, and how I hated those crabs and lobsters. I suppose the other children hate me too. Well, I jolly well shan't pinch or prick any more." New words. Bruise. Injury by blow. Rahul bruised my hand by pinching. Hoarse. Deep and harsh sound. He made a hoarse cry out of pain on the injured part. Stem. The stalk supports the leaves in a plant. Pincer. Gripping tool. Crabs use their pincers to catch their prey. Nipped, pinched. Cinny nipped off the rose from the plant. As you sow, so shall you reap. The depth of the coat refers to the fact that your deeds, good or bad, will repay you in kind. If you did bad things in the past, you will get bad results in the future. If you did good things in the past, you will get good results in the future. The personal consequences of one's actions are in proportion to the good or bad intentions towards others. Everything that you do has repercussions. It comes back to you one way or another. You cannot escape the consequences of your actions. What you do comes back to you. Discuss with your friends what the evils of bullying are. Summary. Hari loved to tease all the boys and girls and also used to pinch them. So all the children hated him. One day, when the class went for a picnic to the seaside, nobody wanted to sit with Hari. When he was taking his lunch, he saw a monster crab and lobster. They pinched Hari and he leapt, crying loudly. Later on, he somehow ran for his life and decided that he would not pinch or prick the children anymore.